Hi, so here is a introductory example of a procedure that I'm going to run right now, just to give you an idea of what it's going to do. I'm calling it drawpoppy, because this does resemble a poppy. So the first thing I do is I put procedure and then give it a name, and then I'm giving it 3 parameters. So the entire meat of the procedure is just drawing ovals. So hopefully you know how to draw an oval by now. And so this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate, and this is the radius. These 2 parameters are the radius, and then this is the color. So for the procedure, I want circles for all the petals in the center part of the flower. So the size is not going to change for any of the radiuses. So I don't need an x and y radius. I just need an indicator for all the radiuses. So I'm using just size. So the top left, so I'm going to run this again, the top left part of this poppy, so the center is right around where my mouse cursor is. So this middle circle is the last one I draw, x, y size. So this circle here, if I go up this size and then over the size, that will give me the center point for this one. So that's x minus size, then I go x plus size, and then y plus size, and that puts this one here, and then I do the opposite on the bottom. So x minus size, y minus size, and then y minus size to go below the center one, and then I draw one right in the middle. So that's how I draw the 4 petals in the middle. So if I just comment out one of these here, and then I run it, you'll see the bottom right hand petal is missing. Okay, because that's x plus size, which goes over here, and then y minus size to go down here. Okay, so then I draw my poppy at 400, 400, and then the size is 100. And that gets me my poppy. So I'm going to add to this. So instead of just drawing one poppy, I'm going to draw, in this instance, I'm going to draw 10 poppies. So I've declared a variable called count in order to keep track of how many poppies I've drawn. I've declared a variable for size, so my poppies are going to be 20, and they're not 20 pixels wide, but that's going to be the size of all the radiuses of all the ovals or the circles. And this is how many poppies I'm going to draw. So I'm starting a loop, and I'm going to start my count. This is going to be the most confusing line of this program, I'm assuming. So this is determining where the poppies are going to be drawn. So I'm using the loop control variable, this count here. I'm going to use that as my multiplier. So as I move for poppy 1, I'm going to multiply it 4 times the size. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to run it once, and then I'm going to break it down a little bit. So there's my 10 poppies along the bottom part of the screen. If I do size times 2 for the x, they will not be far enough apart. This here is just size times 4. This is just the y. I could have hard coded the y, but I just did size times 4 just to make sure it was off the bottom of the screen. And then this is the size of all of them. So if I do size times 4, then it spaces them out because each one is 4 radiuses wide. So they're just barely touching each other. So if I do size times 5, obviously there's going to be more space, and my guess is they're going to go off the screen. I just don't have enough screen space for that one. So that's how I space them out. So it's going to keep multiplying it by 4, and then I exit the loop when count equals my poppy count. So if I want to do 15, and I'll do size of 10, these will be really small. So there's my 15 poppies. Okay. This is one way you can use a procedure that you make in a program to draw patterns.